The Premier League table is really starting to take shape, with the season now well underway. So, today I'm going to be taking a look at the 6 sides I believe have the best opportunity to win this season's Premier League title. So if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to subscribe.
Do it.
Coming up first is Ange Postecoglou's Tottenham Hotspur, the first of the sides who no one really thought would be competing for the Premier League title this early in the season. Considering that since last season, where they failed to qualify for a single European competition, they've now gone and lost their star striker Harry Kane, it's no wonder to see why many people are surprised by the sudden resurgence of Tottenham Hotspur. In spite of losing their last 3 games at the time of recording, Tottenham look well set to force their way into at least a European competition, if not the Champions League, considering their line is so well led by players such as Brennan Johnson, James Maddison and the ever-prolific Heung-min Son. I'd be surprised to see them win the Premier League title, but I would position them as the 5th place team in this Premier League season. Unai Emery's Aston Villa have perhaps been the standout team in this year's Premier League so far. At the time of recording, they sit a mere 3 points off of the Premier League's pole position, despite being historically known for being a mid-table team in recent times. Despite a handful of defensive slip-ups in games such as the Nottingham Forest and Everton matches, it turns out that a line led by Ollie Watkins and Moussa Diaby is exactly as prolific as you would expect, and they have jetted their way into the top 4 so far this season. That is where I would expect them to stay, in that 4th place Champions League position. Somehow, Manchester United are currently top of the form table and only sit 6 points off of the top position. Despite this, I really don't think they can keep it up considering the turmoil that's going on at the club at the moment, and for that reason, I could imagine them coming 6th in this Premier League season. I don't think they have enough for the title quite yet, and with Erik ten Hag's job considerably under fire, it wouldn't surprise me if there's major change at this club throughout the season. Getting back into positional order now, purely because I didn't want to start the video off on such a bleak note, and we're going for my 3rd place team. And I know you'll be surprised to see me put Manchester City here, however I'm going to stick with what I said at the start of the season, in that this team are currently having a drop-off after their Champions League win of the last season. Notable departures such as Riyad Mahrez and captain İlkay Gündoğan have left major holes in this team, and Haaland hasn't been the unstoppable machine he's shown himself to be in the last season. It wouldn't surprise me if this year isn't so trophy-laden for Manchester City. While I don't doubt that any of these top 3 have enough credentials to go all the way and win the title, it's Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool who I believe are the side that this year will push the title race all the way. While being one of the best teams is almost always synonymous with Liverpool, the fact that they are considered to be one of the greatest challengers in this year's title race may be even a surprise to some, particularly dedicated fans, considering the rebuild phase that they are currently going through, especially in their midfield positions. Yet Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool have just come off of the back of a 1-1 draw against major title rivals Manchester City, and it's really starting to feel as though they could go all the way towards a title challenge this season. I'm going to tip them to just fall short, however it wouldn't surprise me if they do once again show they have what it takes. Perhaps the 3 words that give so much frustration and yet hope to fans of football would be trust the process. Yet this is exactly what has happened over the past several years with Mikel Arteta's Arsenal. They came so close to a Premier League title win last season, before perhaps showing their youth and lack of experience in being finally bested in the run-in by Manchester City. However, this year I believe they certainly have what it takes to turn it around. They now have the experience of being in a title battle, and yet again they've managed to get themselves there within the first few games of the season. Not only that, but they've finally managed to beat Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, not once, but twice if you also count the FA Community Shield. This is showing the progress that's finally being made at Arsenal. Just as sides like Liverpool may benefit from the lesser quality of the Europa League, there is certainly a chance that Arsenal will feel the fatigue of the Champions League season alongside the Premier League and let the trophy slip through their grasp. However, I do believe they now have the will and staying power to remain in this title race and win it right until the very end. But what do you think? Who's got what it takes to win the Premier League title? Let me know in the comments below. And with that being said, if you've enjoyed, then please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.